Alright, welcome to this episode. This is a little bit different. One thing, I'm wearing sunglasses. I can't remember the last time I wore sunglasses. Secondly, I'm on my way home from a visit to my parents. I'll tell you more about it. Here we go. So the story is, my mom had a little vein surgery on a artery thing, and so Dad needed some help taking, it's a lot of work just taking care of somebody, and Dad was getting really tired and needed some help. So the surgery was last week. I got down here Friday night and stayed through the weekend. Today's Monday. I'm on my way back. I took today off as a family sick day. So what is in this video, kind of a day in the life road trip sort of thing. Somewhere along the way, I've got to stop and shoot a SNAPlife for tomorrow, get a SNAPlife episode. I already have a topic for that. The topic's going to be choices you make about what you do and what you don't do and how they fit with your mission and that sort of thing. So I got that to do. But the topic for this video, mostly we're gonna look at some hospital stories, some things that I had and encountered, and then some things from my mom's hospital visit. So just kind of reflect on some of those experiences and share those with you. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Stick around. We're gonna have some fun. Very slow gas pump. So, but yeah, got the gas. Time to get air, check the air in the tires, and get this thing on the road. Alright, air was fine. And it is time to get on the road. So, check in with you in a little while. Jack is typing. I just stopped to shoot the SNAPlife episode, but Jack from Grack and Jack's Wild and Wack Adventures is sending me a message or something. So let's see what Jack has to say. Jack, do you have any ideas how to convert a file from MOV to MP4? Yes. See, now he's gonna have to ask me, well, how do you do it? And this is evil text messaging protocol. Let's see. Dum dum dum. He's typing again. What application are you using to edit with? Question mark. Why must it be MP4? Question mark. I'm going to get to the SNAPlife episode while he types. Alright. Not the greatest location for a SNAPlife episode, but I wanted to get it recorded while the sun was still. I don't know what's going to happen with the weather, so Jack is not even typing now. So I'm going to do the SNAPlife episode. I'm going to stop and start a new clip, and yeah. Here we go. Stopping. Alright. Assuming the microphone is on, I have finished my SNAPlife episode. The microphone appears to be on. I also have answered Jack's question. Jack's apparently got an MOV file that... Apparently Jack has an MOV file that is not compatible with iMovie because there are ways of saving MOV files with different codexes and stuff. So that's all I know. I gotta get going again. I randomly did just kind of pull off and stop. I'm gonna get something to drink, and was the main reason I stopped. And then I thought, well, the sun looks good, I'll go ahead and shoot my SNAPlife clip. Should you be doing something? Should you not be doing something? That's the topic of the SNAPlife. All right, more sunshine and open highway. I'm hoping. All right, we'll be back. Check in with this day in the life road trip. Gotta tell you about the hospital thing. My mom had some stories, and my dad had some stories about Mom's hospital experience. And then I'm just gonna have a little rant about one of the things, and then we'll call it an episode. So, whoa, there was a scary moment when the car didn't start. All right, I'm gonna drive, put this away. I'm pretty sure this is gonna come out, you know, kind of negative, but I feel like there's a certain age at which wearing Doc Martens and dressing goth is uncalled for. I don't know where it is, but I feel like, you know, 45 or 50-year-old people they can probably go with the Doc Marten goth motif, I think. I don't know. What do I know? So I'm in Terre Haute, and I made the decision that I would stop at Jimmy John's, because I really like Jimmy John's, even though there's a lot of calories in their sandwich. But I decided to stop anyway. So I realized this is a kind of a very not inspiring. I could have just recorded this and showed a picture of me sitting in the car, because all the video looks the same. I'm sitting here, but I'm trying to get home, and I wanted to, like, I thought maybe I would drive by a park or something and I would jump out, but that didn't happen, or hasn't happened yet, and it's not going to happen because I'm going to finish the video here. So apologies, whatever. All right, let's tell the story. So I promised sort of a hospital rant. So I was talking to my dad, and he was like, yeah, Mom got out of surgery, and they rolled her around recovering and all that stuff. And they got up to the room. That looks like a B-dubs. It is a B-dubs. I'm not sponsored, but shoot, you know, B-dubs, if you want to sponsor my videos, just hit me up down in the comments. You'll leave a contact number or something. Hospital, recovery room, finally got up on the floor. Dad said Mom would get she would get to the point where she was resting, and they would come in and they would wake her up and do something, and she would get to the point and they would come in and wake her up, and I was like, you know, I remember when I was one of my hospital visits, not this last one, but the one a couple years ago, they were worried about my oxygen saturation. And they would come in and they would be like, oh, wake up, your oxygen is low. And I was like, I was asleep. Well, why are you waking me up? Well, you seem really groggy and your oxygen saturation is low. Yeah, of course I'm groggy. I'm groggy because I was asleep. I don't know if that has anything to do with my oxygen saturation. I'm sure it doesn't, but it seems to me like being asleep and being groggy go hand in hand. And if the symptom that you're worried about is the fact that I'm groggy, that's because I was asleep. Dad thought, yeah, that was kind of what was going on with them too. I am not trying to be disrespectful to anyone in the nursing profession. I know that is a very respectable profession. I have family members. I have said before, my oldest son is an emergency room nurse, and he's doing trauma medicine. But I just sometimes, you know, it was like when they would come in and they would do the shift thing. So they had the assistant nurses and the regular nurses, and they were overlapping on their shifts, so they didn't come and go at the same time. There was like I don't know how it worked, but the nursing assistant would come in and wake me up and take my blood pressure and do all that stuff. And I'd ask them a question, and they would say, well, you'll have to ask the nurse when the nurse gets here. And so then like an hour later, the nurse would come in and wake me up and be like, yeah, well, we'll check on you later. I was like, oh, you just checked on me twice. Why are you gonna, yeah. Anyway, probably not as interesting a story as it was in my head, but I was sleepy, and that's why I was groggy. I don't know. Hey, thanks for being with me on this little road trip. I'm going to wrap it up. I did get my SNAPlife shot, and I think I got Jack sorted out. I thought about another thing. Here's another thing that's not in this video that might have made this a better interesting. I was going to message Charlie and Jacinda and see if I could like do a call in during 8th period, because they sit together in 8th period. But I thought, I don't know who my sub is, and I just didn't know how that would go over. If I had the right sub, it would be funny and kind of interesting. And if I had like a different sub, they would be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So I didn't do that either. But that's another thing. You just imagine how funny that would have been, calling Charlie and Jacinda in the middle of class, and I'd be like driving on the road. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, sign up for notifications. They're not all like this. They're not all like this. Doing a lot of SNAPlifes lately, pretty much every other day, kind of going along with that podcast thing. And then a lot of student videos. So also, I did the ASMR thing. I'm not really even sure. Somebody asked me to make one, so I did, and that's what I came up with. So check that out if, I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing until someone asked me to make the video. So what else I got to wrap this up with? That's all. Hey, see you in the next one. Also, my shutter speed's at 25. How'd my shutter speed get on 25? That's weird. Gotta check everything. See if I can change that shutter speed. Done. While I'm not talking about anything, let me talk about this camera a little bit more. I am hand holding my Canon EOS 77D. I have the digital image stabilization turned on. I also have the lens image stabilization turned on. And I am hand holding this puppy. I do not even have the external microphone on. So this is the onboard audio, me hand holding, and what have I got? I've got the 10 to 18. The 10 to 18 STM, that's the silence focusing model, stands for SMT, step motor technology or something like that, STM. So anyway, that's my hardware conversation for this video. I've already closed the video out, and this is, you know, in between the end titles. So you know what's coming next? It's going to be the video is over title. Here it is.